Hey guys, I promise this is my last video on hair care stuff. I just wanted to make a really quick one that listed off like my top tips about hair care because my last two videos have been super long. So bear with me for one more hair video and I promise this will get all the information out that I can. Alright, so tip number one, do not overwash your hair. Overwashing your hair will dry it out, it'll dry out your scalp, it's just no good, it can cause dandruff. Just avoid it altogether. Wash it about every other day if you can, or for as long as you can before it gets, too dirty or greasy. Condition your ends once your hair is long enough to pull into a ponytail. Before it reaches that length, you don't really need to condition. Some people might have to, regardless of what length their hair is, because it might be really dry, but generally you don't need to worry about conditioner until you can pull it back. And even if it's just a little stub, you want to condition it because you want to treat your hair really nice and prevent breakage so it will get longer and longer and longer. Switch up your products. Do not stick with the same shampoo and conditioner, and even things like thermal sprays, I'm pretty sure, and leave-in treatments. Switch it up so that your hair doesn't get used to it and that it doesn't like build up over time and cause a nasty waxy residue. Nicer salon quality products aren't going to leave as much residue in your hair or in it any at all, so try to invest in salon quality products when you can, or just like higher shelf shampoos and stuff at the drugstore. Do not overbrush your hair. That used to be a huge problem for me when I was a teenager. I used to brush it all the time, and that causes so much breakage. Like that, I know that back in the day, girls would brush their hair 100 times before bed and stuff, but that is so bad for your hair. It just makes it frizzy and gross, and don't do it. Avoid brushing whenever you can. I try to only brush about 2 times a day, like when I wake up and like right before bed if I can, and then maybe once during the day. Anyway, avoid brushing. Also, never brush wet hair. Do not brush wet hair. When your hair is wet, it becomes more elastic and it's more vulnerable to breakage. So be gentle to your hair when it is wet. You can use a wide tooth comb when it's wet if you really need to comb through it, but be gentle to your hair. So then do not dry it aggressively. Do not use a towel and vigorously attack your head with it. That will cause breakage and make your hair frizzy, and it'll just be no good. Avoid intense heat to dry and style your hair as well. Sometimes it's just unavoidable because we want to straighten and curl and all of that with our hair, but when you can, avoid it. Use low heat settings, and if you can, use the cool setting when you're blow drying it, but sometimes we can't. We can't avoid it. Avoid hair bands when you can. Stick to clips, those big claw clips. I use those, and bobby pins are good, but hair bands are just going to pull on your hair and cause more breakage. And never use rubber bands. First of all, they look trashy, and secondly, they're going to pull on your hair and it will hurt and it will break, and it's just not good business. When your hair is long enough, try to sleep in loose braids. I do this, and it prevents damage and breaking when you're rolling around your sleep, and then when you wake up, you don't have crazy bedhead, you just have nice loose waves. Get regular trims. This will be different for everybody. Generally, we're talking about 6 to 8 weeks. Every 6 to 8 weeks you want to get a trim, but depending on your rate of hair growth and if you get a lot of split ends or not, you might need trims less than every 6 to 8 weeks, or you might be able to wait longer for them. So just depends on, just pay attention to your ends so that you get an idea for the rate of hair growth and how often you get breakage. Watch your diet and your exercise. Diet will definitely change your rate of hair growth and the health of your hair. I know B12 vitamins and omega-3 fatty acids are good for your hair, so just research what foods are good and what foods are bad for your hair. Exercise is definitely going to affect it too. I mean, I notice a difference in my hair when I've been eating right. Yeah, and if you really want your hair to grow longer and be healthy, try prenatal vitamins. I used to take those. I don't anymore, but they're really great for your hair and your skin and your fingernails. And if you can, reserve 1 day a week to not put any heat or any harmful products in your hair. There are some products that will over time damage your hair. Look for certain ingredients, like Google those, that are going to be bad for your hair. Anyway, those are all of my tips, and it's under 6 minutes, so I win. Anyway, guys, that's going to be my last video on hair care. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments.